Good evening, y'all. Welcome to another edition of the S.O.B Sports Report, Talking S. As always, I'm Nicholas.
I am Manuel.
This is a special edition. We are previewing the NFL free agency coming up for the 2021 season. With that being said, and those of you asking why I'm not bald and why I'm not shirtless today, I have some very important family matters coming up I have to go to Oregon for. Y'all got me fucked up if you think I'm going to look like Edward Norton from American History X during that time. So with that being said, don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is part one of our two-part NFL free agencies preview. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So for the upcoming 2021 season, we want to preview the NFL free agency. What I kept in mind mostly was cap space. New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Rams, Kansas City Chiefs. Teams like these are not going to be getting any top 10 free agencies from my list because they have a limited cap space. Manny, what'd you keep in mind?
So what I kept in mind is destinations, dream destinations, what made the most sense for these free agents.
So it's kind of like a Madden game for you.
Honestly, yeah.
Hey,
just without the cap space.
Perfect. So without further ado, who's your first number one free agent?
Well, I'm pretty sure my number one free agent is pretty obvious. I'm going to go with Dak Prescott. The team fell apart without Dak Prescott. Without the leadership, it was just a bunch of people running with their heads cut off. It was ridiculous. How about you?
He was on his way to his highest career numbers and his best career year. And if I was putting him on my top 10 free agents, he would be my number one. But the reason I'm not putting him on my free agent list, as well as Kenny Golladay, is they're both going to be franchise tagged. It's almost a guarantee that the Lions are going to franchise tag Kenny Golladay. And if they don't, it would be foolish of them. And if Dak Prescott isn't franchise tagged, I will quit the show. Just kidding. I'm done with empty bets. I'm not doing that anymore.
Do you really think Golladay is going to get franchise tagged?
He must get franchise tagged.
They're
going to need to lock down a number one. They're going to need to lock down a number one receiver. Marvin Jones is also a free agent this year.
Fair enough.
So my number one free agent, Brandon Sheriff. Either way, the guard from the Washington football teams. Brandon Sheriff. I have him signing to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars have the most cap space in all the NFL coming up this free agency. And then with that being said, they're also going to need to sign a quarterback, and they're going to need to protect that quarterback, number one value. So if you're looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars, their main needs are definitely offensive line and wide receivers right away.
See, I have him on my list too, but I actually have him staying in Washington, signing a long-term deal because it might be a rebuilding team, but if you're going to draft a quarterback, you need a solid offensive line.
We actually have a few similar players on our list here, so let's go through those players really quickly here. Another similar player we have, Allen Robinson. I have Allen Robinson, get this, going to the Colts. You have Frank Reich.
Really?
Yeah, Frank Reich. They locked down Carson Wentz, and they're going to need a true number one receiver to match over there with Michael Pittman and the tight ends that they have. So why not sign Allen Robinson, true number one receiver? I'm sure he is sick of having quarterbacks that are inconsistent, rookies, young players, things of that nature. So why not sign Allen Robinson? Where do you have Allen Robinson going?
Well, I'm surprised you don't have T.Y. re-signing with Colts. But anyways, I'm going to go with Allen Robinson going to Miami. He's going to make a big difference. He's going to probably give him that Stephon Diggs feel. Like, make that quarterback elevate his next level, right?
Okay.
With whatever quarterback's there. Deshaun, Tua, whoever's there.
Okay, so who's another player that we have in mind on your list?
Let's see. I have, what was his name? Brandon Williams?
Leonard Williams.
Leonard Williams.
Leonard Williams.
I got two Williamsons on the list.
Yeah, that's all good.
So, Leonard Williams, he's re-signing with the New York Giants. After they traded for him, all that was a draft capital. It would be pretty stupid to let him go, and especially you need to rebuild that defensive line because that was the one thing they were good at. Where do you have him going?
So Leonard Williams, he is a 3-4 interior rusher. He's also good on the edge as well. I see him going to the New England Patriots. They do very well on multiple fronts from 3-4 to 4-3. They only have one rusher over there in Chase Winovich, and he has came out on record on interviews multiple times and said he loves Bill Belichick and he wants to work under him.
That's a first.
Yeah, so why not? Why not have Leonard Williams go over there? They need the defensive pass rush help. Bring it on. And, of course, these are just all hypotheticals on who we want to go and where we want them to go, of course. So, for the last player that's on both of our lists, and, of course, our top 10 free agencies is in no order whatsoever.
Not whatsoever.
Trent Williams, the tackle. I have Trent Williams, the tackle, and he's going to the Cincinnati Bengals. The reason he's going to Cincinnati Bengals is very simple. Protect Joe Burrow. You go get the number one tackle in free agency right there. You go out and get another guard like Joe Tooney from the New England Patriots. Protect your main asset in Joe Burrow. Give him Trent Williams.
See, I got Trent Williams going to an interesting situation. I see him going to the Tennessee Titans because their first rounder last year is quitting the team, and you need a tackle for King Henry and or Ryan Tannehill, right?
Yeah, but no, they have Taylor Lewan, and don't they have Jack Conklin as well?
No, he signed with the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, you're right. Conklin is the other Browns tackle. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I forgot about that. Okay, so moving on here. Who is your next free agent on your list?
My next free agent, and this is in not order whatsoever, I have A.J. Green.
Oh, okay, my boy.
I no longer see him as that true number one receiver because of injuries. He has not been, durable these last couple of years, so I actually see him going to the Green Bay Packers, taking off the pressure off him, going Is it pairing up with Devontae Adams? So, yeah, I see that as great. How about you? Who's your next player?
So did you mix up your top 10 and your favorite? Because if we're talking about tops of receivers, Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin's going to be my next top-tier free agent, and I have him going to the Miami Dolphins, who
Really?
also need a number one receiver who could use help with Preston Williams and Devontae Parker on the other side, and Tua, who probably will be their quarterback. And even if they re-sign Fitzmagic, which I think they should re-sign Fitzmagic, that will have a true number one target right there to lock down on Chris Godwin.
See, I don't even put Chris Godwin on my list for the simple fact that I think he's going to re-sign with Tampa Bay. And it doesn't make sense for me to say Chris Godwin going to Miami if I have Allen Robinson going to Miami.
Yeah, that's fair. But talking about re-signing with Tampa Bay, Levante David. Levante David's probably the most unheralded player in the NFL, and he's very underappreciated. I have Levante David being franchise tagged by the Tampa Bay Bucks. Hear me out on this. So, Chris Godwin, I have him, like I said, going to Miami, right? Why doesn't Tampa Bay lock down their franchise tag linebacker? They're going to save $1.5 million by doing that as compared to franchise tag and receiver. They re-sign Antonio Brown for a minimum, and then they go out there and they grab Patrick Peterson and bring him to the Tampa Bay defense so they can repeat as champions. Levante David, franchise tagged by the Bucks. I don't see why not. Bruce Arians came out and they said in their post Super Bowl in that little
You're
video,
not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere. Next. Who's your next free agent?
See, this one's like an under the radar one. A guy that no one ever thinks about, but he's a great complimentary guy. I see Melvin Ingram going to the Las Vegas Raiders on a 1-year deal as a prove-it deal that finally get him paid, right?
Okay, so for his replacement, I have Shaq Barrett actually going to the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm actually doing a real top 10 free agency here. He's just doing his favorites, I guess. I mean, I guess he didn't read the text message right, but it's all good. So with that being said, Shaq Barrett, they're going to lose Melvin Ingram in free agency regardless where he walks to. They need another end for Joey Bosa, and they have Jeffrey Tillery there in the middle. And on top of that, Shaq Barrett fits the 3-4 scheme. So who's your next free agent?
I got Anthony Harris from Minnesota, but I see him staying with Minnesota. They're going to franchise tag him. That secondary is terrible, but I don't think Minnesota has the cap space to keep him. You get me?
Yeah, I understand completely. I'm going to stay in the same realm. I'm talking about safeties. Justin Simmons. Best safety on the market, no doubt free agency.
How did I forget about Justin Simmons?
I have no idea. Your list is making no sense to me at all. He's going to go to the Cleveland Browns. They need that free safety help. They have the 13th most cap space, and if they have a free agency to lock down, they've been looking at for forever. Demarius Randall didn't work out there. Carl Joseph didn't work out there. It's time that they lock down a true number one free safety.
See, I got somebody else going to Cleveland. I got J.J. Watt going to Cleveland.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because what? It makes sense. Was it already made defense, a quarterback that's actually pretty accurate once Odell Beckham's out the system, and all the pressure. He doesn't have to be the number one pass rusher anymore. He got He got Myles Garrett on the other side, so there's no longer that pressure to get double teamed. So he might actually get 10 sack season if healthy.
My thing is about J.J. Watt is he is in that career that Dwight Freeney, Robert Mathis, all these one-year rentum. Mario Williams was also in this career for the end of his career for so long. Pass rushers go on these one-year buy-em deals where they get paid high numbers and slowly start decreasing not only their numbers and career and contracts. So I definitely see J.J. Watt as still a really great sign-up and a great pickup wherever you have him, but he's nowhere near a top 10 free agent in my opinion right now. Now, we're going to talk about another pass rusher, Nic Manny, who is, in my opinion, a true top rush pass rusher. New York Jets. New York Jets have all the cap space in the world. They need a pass rusher. They're going to re-sign a lot of players.
To be fair, they need everything.
They do need a lot of things. They don't need inside linebacker. They have C.J. Mosley over there. They have a young cornerback named Brian Poole. They have a young, talented defense. And they have Quinnen Williams as well as also another pass rusher. Why not bring in Nic Manny in as well? Another running back I love as well. We're talking about running backs. I'm sorry now. Aaron Jones. They're going to Seattle Seahawks are going to lose Chris Carson in free agency. Why not bring in Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones is looking to a running back stable friendly offense in that case, regardless who's a quarterback there. And Aaron Jones on top of that will get more like Joe Mixon, David Johnson money, and Seattle can afford that right now.
See, my last free agent is going to be Corey Davis. Yeah, he's going to go make a difference on a team. It's not going to be like a high difference, but I see him going to Jacksonville. So he's going to help with that. He's going to help stable the slot position for Trevor Lawrence. We are assuming Trevor Lawrence is going to go to Jacksonville, right?
Of course. Exactly why my number one free agent, Brandon Shreve, is going to Jacksonville to protect whichever quarterback is going to be there.
You know what? It'll be pretty badass if they both end up in Jacksonville.
How about it?
How about it?
So with that being said, those are our top free agents. Who are your guys' top 10 free agents? Who are someone that we missed out on our list? I know there's going to be someone. Be in our comments and let us know.
All right, Nicholas, we're going to go what's hot right now. Where do you think Russell Wilson's going to land?
Okay, so there's a rumor saying that Russell Wilson only wanted to go to, remind me if I'm wrong here, the Saints, the Bears, the Raiders, and who's am I forgetting?
I'm actually wearing the jersey. He said he would go to
the Cowboys. Wow. Wow. I'm going to think outside the box. He's not going to any four of those teams. You really should consider the Washington football team. Here's why. Ron Rivera, amazing coach. Offensive coordinator in Collie that has an open-minded play caller as well. They have playmakers in McLaren, Gibson, tight end, and Logan Thomas, of course. Come on, they have a top 10 defense, a young, awesome defense. They went 7-9 last year with the team that they had around them. You give them Russell Wilson, they may be a 10-6. They may be an 11-5 team. Why not think about the Washington football team? Manny, who do you have Russell Wilson going to?
That's stupid. He's going to the Las Vegas Raiders because...
Why is that stupid?
Because, what is it? They have an owner that will go all out, right? They have a head coach that loves quarterbacks. But here's the thing you didn't factor. Who's his wife? Sierra. Where's her career? Entertainment. There's no entertainment in Washington, right? And the Washington owner...
Her career is not going to dictate his football career.
He'll be surprised. And besides,
so is he going to go to the New York Jets in that case?
No, Deshaun Watson is.
Oh my God.
But no. So why would you go to an owner that refuses to change a name? The only reason he changed the name from Redskins to Washington team is because he had peer pressure from outside sources, right? Why would you want that on your record?
Okay, so why is in your top 10 free agents is AJ Green in your top 10 free agents, bud?
Well, he's a great number 2.
Yeah. Okay. Next segment.
All right, MMA fans, who saw the fight last week? The OU receiver versus the MMA fighter. Nick, let's have Manny take it away.
It was great. This is what happens when you underestimate the little guy. Hell, the guy even said, I held back. I didn't want to kill the guy. And there are people donating money for his lawyer fees. It's awesome. I mean, the guy was a dick, right? I mean, it's everybody's dream when someone comes up to you as a total dick, right? Just to kick their ass in a public restroom, right?
10 seconds.
I mean, I think argument done. Great guy. I want to donate to his lawyer fees.
Nick, go.
So the dude looked like Ben Askren. So we have to dissect this video a little bit. We all saw the same video and it started from one point that we didn't know. Ben Askren, homeboy, had a bloody nose, so I assuming he got hit or something happened. But he got pushed, so he got invoked first. He took his back, and he took his back very cleanly. He took that back mount and started beating his ass.
15.
Why was the camera recorder guy yelling guillotine? That was the closest thing it was to a rear naked choke. But, man, just did I watch the video? Yeah, I guess I just kind of dissected it. But really, yeah, it was a great video. Who not? Shout out Ben Askren, his cousin, whoever that was. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us on part 2 of our NFL free agency preview for the 2021 season. Check back next week for another upcoming episode of episode 16 of Talking S. Furthermore, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's my boy Manny.
This is my boy Nicholas.
We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. See you guys soon.